Welcome back to Fight News Now Live, and it's time to play the most popular and entertaining game show that is sweeping the nation. Move aside Pat Sajak, Alex Trebek. It's time for those magic 3 words.
Wheel of Fighting!
All right, let's find out what the wheel is going to give. The 3 of us, random topics. We don't know what they are. We're just going to see where it lands and just go from there. It's the most unpredictable game show in history. Reebok payouts, a very hot topic button issue over the past week. The numbers came out where we were going to see where fighters are going to be based essentially on their amount of fights under the Zuffa banner, ranging from $1,500 if you are in that 1 to 5 fight range, all the way up to $40,000 for a champion. A lot of negativity over these numbers, and a lot of fighters actually being public about their displeasure with the numbers.
Yeah, what's interesting, I don't know if you heard what Chael Sonnen said. He said, number one, the UFC should have never, ever, ever let outside sponsors come into the UFC. Fighters should have never been able to go.
Chael says crazy things.
He does say crazy things. You know.
Well, his point being that there wouldn't be this outrage if they hadn't tasted this sponsorship money. Chael was someone that also made a fair penny off sponsorship dollars. So it's easy to say that in hindsight. The question should be, if sponsorship dollars weren't there during the peak of the sport, how many fighters would have been going in that direction? Yeah. Because some of them were living off of, we saw what their show money was, and discretionary bonuses are still discretionary. It's not guaranteed into your contract. Sponsorship at times dwarfed what they were making just for fighting.
Yeah. Hey, listen, ask my friends in the music business. The music business, you beg for a chance to get signed to Sony Music. When it finally happens, you get paid nothing. They take half of all your money in, and it gives you the chance. If you're 1 in a million once you're there, maybe you'll be rich and famous. That's kind of the direction we're going with young fighters here, and it's a bit of a shame.
Spin the wheel, and let's move on to topic 2. I love this music. It's going to be my new ringtone.
It's catchy. This thing's sweeping the nation, guys.
See a foot?
We're not doing this on Fox.
Bigfoot.
The future of John Jones, very much a question mark, as he is facing many legal issues at this point. I guess as we've kind of seen everything play itself out, John Jones is keeping a very low profile. In fact, Melky Kawa this week stating that maybe we've seen the last of John Jones. I have a hard time accepting that. But John Jones fighting in 2015, I think very much in doubt that we'll see him fight this year.
Yeah, and you know what? For Melky to say that he's not sure if John Jones is going to come back, there are a lot of issues. There's family issues John Jones is going to have to deal with because, the cops found a lot of stuff in that car that John Jones is going to have to explain. On top of that, I don't know if he has a cocaine addiction. We can all assume that he does based on the stuff that he's seen. A lot of that stuff is not easy to overcome. You talk about the fact that he's young, he's got lots of money, he's in the spotlight. I wouldn't be surprised if his family said, look, we've made enough money, let's get out of this business and take care of the things that we need to take care of. The most important, our family and our kids.
Yeah, you know what? For every 6 or 8 or 10 celebrities that go out and have all these kind of problems, 9 of them, or 5 or 7 or 9 of them do not get out of it. There's one Robert Downey Jr. every now and again who can go back and be a superstar. That's the situation this guy is in. Only the difference is people are trying to take his head off. He's not acting, he's not singing, he's competing in a cage in front of all these people in a dangerous environment. So in my opinion, it's probably more likely that we may not see him again, at least for a couple of years. And after that point, who knows?
Yeah, it's really going to come down to, I think, John Jones being so young at this point. You look at those years
Freedom
ahead
25.
of you. I don't know how you're looking at it. John Jones, you can also make the argument it's having that rigid schedule of going to the gym might be something that you do need, some kind of place to essentially just have a schedule, have something. You just throw this guy out there with no kind of goals, no kind of set profession. It's as much something that could help him from a therapeutic sense as well.
You need a babysitter. That's what it comes down to.
Well, you make a great point. When people are trying to recover from all kinds of personal problems or alcohol or drugs or any of these kinds of things, exercise is a big key to it. Striving, having goals. And for a guy who's tasted that much greatness, if he can get past some of these things, diving himself back in, having the single-minded purpose of being the greatest in the world again, that actually might be the best thing for him.
All right. For all your latest news and many topics topics like this covered, tune into Fight News Now each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's prom night every Wednesday night here on Fight News Now.